Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another part. Four
Four
and
and four.
four for founders
For creators,
and for
innovators.
innovators.
So today we're
Yes.
gonna do a bit different.
What do we have? What do we have?
So beginning. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it to have it make some difference that you lived and lived well.
I agree.
The purpose of life is not to be happy, but it's to be useful. But we spoke about this one.
I think we have
Yeah,
touched.
on it.
We have touched.
Yeah.
But yeah, but to add, it's like chasing happiness. I've learned because I used to be a fan of the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
But once you go through that phase, you realize this is just hedonistic behavior.
Yeah.
There's more to life than just your feelings. Hey, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
You see people leave their children, leave their children, their spouses, like
Yeah.
because they want to be happy. Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just responsibility is more important. Your happiness that comes last.
Do you think the people who say I want to be happy in life are basically living in a fairy tale land,
I
for
think
lack of a better word?
okay, I think people who should chase happiness, I think would be your girlfriend, your spouse, your wife. I think those are the people who should be like, hey, wants to be happy.
Yeah.
Because everything you do has to be for them. For
Okay.
me, I get my purpose and responsibility.
Yeah.
Like I have my whole family to take care of. Like I'm happy as long as they're happy.
So in other words,
So my life is chaos, so this can be fine.
I get that. But so in other words, you're saying your happiness is providing for the ones you love.
Yeah, I found my happiness in giving. I
Okay.
provide. I like it when I'm the go-to guy.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a problem. Okay, how do we fix?
Okay.
Oh, there's this situation. I'm the first one they call.
Yeah.
That's where I get my sense of purpose.
Okay. Okay.
So for anyone who's chasing happiness, especially if you're male, it's the wrong approach. The pursuit of happiness is completely false. I think it should be the pursuit of responsibility. So I find that responsibility gives meaning in your life.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Yeah, because you know, hey, I'm doing this for my parents. I want to give my mother a house.
Yeah.
I want to give my dad a car, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That responsibility or obligation gives you a sense of purpose,
A sense of meaning in life.
a sense of meaning.
You wake up knowing, but okay, this is what I'm actually. These are my goals. This is what I want to do.
Exactly. There's also the saying,
Okay.
don't ask for an angel when you're living in hell. Like first create a heaven for her.
Oh, I
So you
was lost
see.
for a second.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so when you have a girlfriend, like I think it's your job to, especially if you're going to marry someone, it's your job
Yeah.
to provide that happiness, that safe space where you know whatever happens, you're the one I called to. You are responsible for me and my
That
happiness.
that has like deeper layers to it, but I get you. In a sense of oh
Because okay, I don't want to talk about
yeah,
Will Smith. Okay, Ganesh.
that's I don't want to talk. There's certain things I don't want to say because it's
I don't agree with Will Smith there though. Because he says her happiness is not my responsibility. That's a quote from Will Smith.
yeah.
I think that's false.
I think it's true to
Because the
an
thing
extent.
is, like, I think for the male, like, because I also there's a lot. It takes so much for me to be happy.
Yeah.
Because especially I'm very picky with gifts. People who buy me gifts, I don't like people buying me gifts.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not what I would.
It's not
buy
what I
myself.
want. Yeah.
It's not what I want.
Yeah.
So you see, but the thing is, when it comes to relationship, I think the guy approaches the female.
Yeah.
She didn't come to you. Unless that's the case, then okay,
Yeah,
all is fair,
usually,
love and
yeah.
war. But if you approach her, then it's your job to provide like a haven for a safe space, her
But
happiness.
you see, that's why I'm just gonna go there. The problem is what Will Smith meant was I am not responsible for her happinesses. No matter how much I give her, no matter how much I give the best of me to her, if she's an unhappy person herself, she will never see those things as, understand.
Okay,
It's the
okay.
same.
Let me rephrase. Let me
Yeah,
rephrase. I
rephrase.
think it's your job for you to create a haven,
Yeah,
or I can't say happy for, but for lack of a better word, we'll say a happy environment for your
yeah,
spouse,
for a spouse. Yeah,
where she's secure enough,
yeah,
with the security and everything.
yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Okay. In that sense, then I
Yeah, I
agree.
think a home where there's peace, you'll be happy as long as you're doing your job as a male.
I don't. I think, in my personal belief, I feel like with males and females, we are built different.
Yeah.
We are definitely built different. So, as I can create a safe haven, and I can give you everything you need, everything you want. But if when a self, you self, do not have peace within you and
Okay,
happiness,
okay,
it will
okay.
never be.
I follow you when you say deeper layers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's deeper laid. So it's
Yeah, and
yeah,
it also comes with preference.
yeah,
You're not saying whatever I say will work for everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not one shoe fits all sizes. No, one
Okay.
size fits all. No, it's deeper layers. Everyone has to have their own
That's what.
preference.
Yeah, it's deeper. That's like a topic on its own.
Okay,
So
that's a different
okay,
topic. But
let's
yeah,
go to this. Life is 10% of what happens to us and 90% of how we react to
I also agree.
it.
You know what? Because the thing is, what I've realized also is no one can make you happy, sad, or angry without your permission. You allow people to affect you.
Yeah.
So, well, like, why would I give someone else the power to piss me off?
Yeah. Yeah. You giving them.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
found that okay, in a working environment, in my case, it's like,
Yeah.
why would I argue with you?
Okay.
You don't pay me.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do that will affect my life.
There's nothing you do for me.
There's nothing you can do or say that will change my life in any way.
Yeah.
I don't think about you when I get home. I have my own issues. Not saying that you think about me, but I'm just saying it's like,
But
so
yeah.
I don't care. I don't have time for bickering
Yeah.
or gossiping. Who's doing what? You're not doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that person at work where it's like I do my own job. I don't care who is off, who is on. I'm here.
You hear
I know my own
yeah.
schedule. Because I see you find that sometimes at work, people watch each other's schedule. This one's off. Why are you off these days? I don't even know when this person is
It's
off.
off. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So you see, I'm proactive because in life, sometimes you find that people are just reacting,
Yeah.
not really living.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where life comes in the 10%. It's like
Yeah.
you are living,
You are present.
you're not just reacting to
Yeah.
everything that's thrown towards you.
Yeah. But I heard this. I'm paraphrasing here. This guy, I think it was Homozi, was mentioning about some guy. He was like, the only time he was making an example of like athletes. It's like, yeah, it was an athlete. So the athlete won gold on Olympics, né?
Mm.
And then he won it the second time. Now he just won. He's from USA. I forgot his name. And he was like, the only time he was happy was winning it the second time, because the first time he was not present. So he was so used to, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that I'm not present, that the second time that was when he was fully present, in the sense
No.
of him. Now I'm present, now I see, now I'm enjoying what I'm doing, because he's so used to doing it. How can I put this? I think I'm going astray. I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
But it's a thing of Wuti. He did this thing so many times. He was not reacting to life. He was intentional about doing what he was doing. Even on the first Olympics, it was just him training. Like,
Yeah.
him running was him training.
So the outcome was expected.
The outcome was expected. Yeah, it was like,
to
then only on the second one he was present, and he was basically, that's when he was reacting to life, basically,
okay.
in that sense.
I think, let me say this. With whatever dream or goal you are chasing,
Yeah.
there's always going to be this thing where the effort I put in, I know I'm guaranteed this result. The energy you put in is the energy you get back.
Yeah.
So if I know I worked my ass off to get
Yeah.
whatever accomplishments I get,
Yeah.
then you know it's expected. Like, because I remember in high school I had this mentality whereas, like, I know I pass. I don't need to
Yeah.
fetch my reports. Like,
Yeah. I was same. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like I don't care. Like, I just go there. Where am I going to?
Yeah.
You see, it was sort of that thing. It's like,
Yeah.
because in Primos, if you didn't pay your school fees in time, they withheld your report.
The report. Yeah.
So I was all, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I know
I
I
know I
passed.
passed. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
it's expected. I know
Yeah.
what I'm going to get
Yeah.
because
I put
I've
in the
learned,
work.
I studied, I got my results. So
Yeah.
there's no way you can tell me I failed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Same as in my matric. Yeah, I remember my mom kept on calling me, stressing with, "Am I studying? What?" And I was like, "Hey, relax. I'm gonna get a bachelor's pass." I literally said to her, "I'm relax. I'll get a bachelor's pass. The only thing you must stress about is if you want distinctions. Then you can
Yeah.
stress. But
Yeah, but the pass, yeah, exactly.
I'll get the bachelor's pass. That's guaranteed.
But
Because
yeah, another thing I'd like to add is like, I can get that where like you're not present in the moment because I find that in life it's like it's a constant battle.
yeah,
Like for me, okay, let me put this out because I don't like generalizing, but I feel with every victory, someone is looking to take whatever you have.
okay,
So for me, I feel like I always have to be ready. So when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready
yeah,
because life is a constant battle.
yeah.
Nothing is permanent.
Nothing's
That's
permanent.
what I've learned. Nothing is ever guaranteed.
Yeah,
So with whatever you do, it's cool to have that moments, but hey, after that, life goes on.
life
Like,
goes on.
hey,
Yeah,
now your job
yeah,
is to protect others from attacking whatever you have,
yeah,
just to protect your
yeah,
territory.
yeah, yeah. True.
So with whatever accomplishment I have, I'm always looking, okay, what's next? How do I defend what I have here?
Yeah, how do you protect it? How do you make? How do you increase?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's hard for me to stay in that moment for long, that happy phase, like,
yeah,
oh, this
yeah,
balloon, like, hey, I'm constantly thinking about
yeah,
what's the worst that could happen so I can be miles ahead.
yeah.
So when you come to me, it's like, oh, I know I've already planned this. I saw this coming.
Yeah, this goes to the next because like the best way to predict your future is to create it. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So
It's always to stay ready.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
how I plan everything is like what could go wrong. Even remember when I asked you things like, hey,
yeah,
tell me what's wrong about this.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
me planning whatever feedback. I take that feedback, that negative feedback.
yeah.
Then okay, how do I build from here? So
Okay.
whenever you try to attack, I already have a defense.
Yeah, you already know where you're going.
Yeah, even now said this is like a mastermind sees it coming before it comes.
Yeah,
Before we go to war, it counts his ones.
yeah,
Everything planned out perfect.
yeah,
So you see, even sense it's all written in the books. Like for you, if you like seek
yeah.
this knowledge, you'll find. Because even Sun Tzu said like
Hmm.
the greatest battles require no war.
Yeah, the greatest battle
Is
requires
one
more.
without, yeah, something like that. I'm just
Yeah,
paraphrasing,
yeah.
but yeah,
Is it in the sense of already planning and knowing what the outcomes might be?
yeah. I think preparation is like half the job done.
Yeah,
A lot of things just comes with you being prepared.
that's true. That's
Because
true.
when life takes you as a surprise, you just react.
Yeah,
So that's where the reacting comes from, where people are just reacting.
yeah.
People are all are on autopilot.
Basically,
Exactly.
yeah. Which goes to the next. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take.
Always. I like asking people these questions like, would you rather regret the things you did or the things you didn't do?
Mm.
Which one will affect you more? I think as a person, an individual, is a question you should be asking yourself.
Yeah. Do you
You see,
do you have anything personal like you regret you didn't do?
what I didn't do.
Yeah, a chance you didn't take.
Oh, I think maybe no, but I took all my chances
You think you took all
because
the
I hate the
chances?
feeling. Let's say you see an attractive girl, yeah.
Yeah,
In my case,
yeah,
it would be like, yeah,
yeah.
I get angry. I found that
You
I
get
get
angry
angry
at
at myself
yourself.
because I did not. I gave this person power.
Yeah, basically.
So I'd rather approach the female. If I get to rejections, cool.
Yeah.
But at least I'm more relieved.
Yeah, because you know.
I think it's just telling myself like, hey, I'm not afraid of anyone.
And there's no lingering what could have happened.
What could? Yeah, I don't like what would. What ifs? I don't like. I'm not a fan of what ifs.
What ifs? Yeah.
Do you have any?
I have a lot of regrets.
What's the biggest one it takes?
I think the biggest one was it's gonna be general because I don't want to make it, but I did not believe in myself. I let the negative and the noise in the background affect how I look at rugby. I feel like I probably would have went pro if I did not listen to. You understand? Because
Why didn't you go pro? Because I thought you had your future planned out. Like,
yeah, it was planned out. I was. For me, I was gonna go pro, but I think I didn't because I slowed down because of what I was hearing from background. I can't say it because I've never told anyone, but it's like the background, it made me stop. Like I literally was like, okay, that's why I went to Bloom. I was like, I'm just gonna study. Like I'm not going there for rugby per se, but obviously they are continued. But also it was just me playing.
You just
yeah, I'm just competitive. Obviously I'm gonna want to make the cheaters team, my major team, whatever, all these things. But I was not there because I even told my mom when 2 weeks back, I was like, I had a thing to play for EP Kings. Could have went to EP Kings, full ride roads. Like my thing was set, yeah. I just had to show up. But I chose not to because I listened to them. So I didn't believe in myself that I could do it. Also in high school, same thing. I remember this other guy was playing for Sharks. So he was training us, scrumming, and even he gave me his boots. That's how much he believed in me. He lived the Puma, he was sponsored by Puma, gave him the boots, gave me his boots. He was like, I know you have your things, but this is to show you that I believe in you. And he came all the time. But I did not see what he saw in me. I did not take because I was like, I'm from a small school. I'm in a big school. I don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, I think listening to people can also put a ceiling on your dreams also.
Yeah.
Or you put a ceiling on whatever you have.
Yeah.
I remember when I played rugby, it's like it was always because my cousins used to say, I'll never make it to first team.
Yeah.
So when I played sports, it was just it's not that I loved rugby, it was just I'll prove these ones wrong.
Yeah.
Then I got this, like I got it. Because I used to work harder than everyone. Like,
yeah, you did.
On your off season, I used to, because you know how hard I was working.
Yeah.
And then once I got to first team, it's like, okay, I got this.
I think once I remember, was it grade 10 or 11 when we dominated first team?
Yeah.
We were getting men of the match every time. Every time. Because I remember we shared 3 men of the matches and the others were just you.
Exactly. Because I used to be good. Because on your off season, when you're resting, I'm working.
Yeah.
I didn't have an off day because I remember because my goal was just like, I'll prove everyone wrong.
Yeah.
Now imagine everyone's streaming this,
Yeah.
And then you also limiting yourself.
They can't keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't keep up. And I remember you used to run from.
I was like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, this guy, hey.
Yeah, but the thing is, I never thought that far after first team. What then? So I always had a ceiling.
Oh, your ceiling was.
This is my goal. And then it's like, once you've reached that goal, then what? It's like, oh, I started slacking. Then after first, like, I don't have to play. I got what I wanted.
I think with me it was but you see, I regretted rugby, but rugby was never my dream. I was forced to play rugby. That's why I could never see myself up there because I'm like, rugby was never my dream at all. You understand?
So I think also we must learn to realize that people's expectations of us does not mean it's our reality.
Yeah.
Because sometimes parents, friends, colleagues can force dreams upon you.
Yeah.
And it's not your dream. And that's okay also.
For me, it was not like, literally, you remember at the time you were like, let's hang up your boots. You remember that year? I kept on getting injuries. You're like, hang up your boots. I didn't want to because I didn't know who I was to other people without rugby.
Oh, yeah.
You get me? So it was like a thing or two. Who am I to these people? And also, after I stopped, they all went away.
Okay.
And so it was like, oh, okay, that's what it is. So it was that. But I regret because I'm like, in a sense of finance, I'm like, I could have been.
Hey, we could have been watching you
I could have been
Springboks.
sitting there. Yeah, because also another thing is like seeing people you play with who playing for the Springboks. I'm like, compared to we used to share beer together.
Like, hey,
Now you're up there, you know. It's that thing with you, like fuck.
do you get jealous or is it just motivation for you?
I think right now I don't care because I'm like I know what I want. I'm
Okay,
actually doing
yeah,
what I
I
want
think
to do
yeah,
now. Yeah,
because I also don't have that feeling of jealousy of
yeah.
anything. Like, oh, okay, for me it's just fuel for my
Is
fire.
it fuel?
Because
Yeah.
I was just like hunger, like, oh,
Okay.
it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
So
it is
seeing
for me.
someone make it for me, it
Yeah.
becomes that yes, okay, I can also do it too.
Yeah.
I don't have this. I was
Yeah.
better than him.
Yeah.
Okay, in my mind I might be, but it's not that I'll put something into the world. Like, hey,
Yeah. Okay.
you see,
But I think really jealous. I mean, I think people are only jealous because they do not know what they want to do. So they
or they know they could have been in your
yeah in
position
position.
had they not given up on their dreams.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes people tell you can't do something because they've given up
They've given up.
or
Yeah.
they failed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Homozi. I'm paraphrasing. It was like, is it Homozi or Rolex? It was like, people will clap for you and motivate you when you are in the beginning of your
Yeah, it was
dream.
Homosi.
It was Homozi. And then once you make it, they don't clap for you. You're like, but you the guys supported me to go up there. Because now you're
Exactly.
reminding them of the dream
They gave up
they
on.
gave up on, basically.
So yeah, it's something everyone should be wary of.
Yeah.
Friends, family can put ceilings on you.
They can.
So sometimes you just have to block out every single noise that comes.
Yeah. And it's not I feel like you see one thing I envied from you in a sense of the whole time until I found it to my game. Like, okay, now was I'm gonna do this in a sense of I do not care what you say. This is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it. I could never do that because I cared about what people thought.
Oh,
You get me?
I think for me, what helped because I realized why I was so. It's like it's this foolish pride.
Okay.
I don't like because from a young age, I never liked someone telling me what I cannot do.
Yeah.
It's like why can't I?
Yeah. Okay.
You see, because I was always different. People would want to go play outside. I like listening to hip hop music. I'll just play. I play like
Yeah. You.
it's my thing. Like
It's your
let
thing.
me be.
Yeah.
So you see, it's always that foolish pride, which what carried me on till now.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try not to let it get to. I try control, and it's like something you
Yeah,
let
but
it slide.
once you regain back your power, sometimes it's a blessing and a curse because you can use it and it can destroy you.
Sometimes it can destroy
It can
you.
destroy you because now you know you have the power of Innovators. So it's a
Yeah, because I
blessing and a
find that
curse.
it can also destroy, especially in relationships, like where you have
Yeah,
to compromise.
yeah,
Now you're not used to. You're so being used to being stubborn. Like
yeah,
you're so used to people telling you no. It's like, hey,
yeah,
I'm not giving up on this just because you're saying me no. You don't
yeah,
like what.
yeah, yeah.
So also it comes with being comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, it comes with it comes to. We remember we were speaking about like when you are comfortable with yourself, you will speak your truth, and not everyone will like it.
Exactly.
You get me? So it's part of the thing. Okay, so on to the next one. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin.
Oof. Oof.
The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. But this is the same as
That's true.
it's the
Yeah.
starts that stops most people.
Yeah. And once you start, you're already halfway there.
Yeah, you believing
You believe.
you're already halfway there.
Nah. Belief doesn't convert to action.
But no,
A lot of people
I can
believe these
argue that.
ideas are great, but they never execute. That's the difference. Execution. Once you start,
Yeah,
once you start to execute,
but
you're halfway there. But you can have a good idea, but execution will always be king.
but
Ideas are part and execution is
I
king.
wanna ask you something. I'm gonna ask in steps. Isn't it actions speak louder than words in the sense of you
Yes.
saying it's your actions.
People remember what you do and not what you said.
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Let's go here. So don't you think you starting is you believing? Don't you think it's I'm not saying it's 100% the
Oh,
same
okay,
in
okay.
part, but the fact that you actually go.
I think okay, maybe this might be different from every person
Okay.
because with me, everything I'm doing now is like, am I too crazy for dreaming this big?
Yeah.
Is this even possible?
Okay.
So this is scary. But that's motivation for me to do it because I'm scared.
But
You see, so it's that negative.
oh,
It's just proving myself. Oh, this is scary. I can't. This is
so it's not a sense of I believe I can do it. It's like I'm
nah.
scared.
I'm not scared to try. Like
I'm
yeah,
okay.
I'll
You
die
see,
trying.
for me, it's not that. For me, it's not that. I'll try.
Yeah, it's like 50 Cent. Get rich or die trying.
Yeah.
That's where it's at now. Like
But for me, it's believe.
it
Like
might be scary, but I'll die trying.
yeah. I don't think for, but
And then once you executing, it's only then you can visualize yourself. Oh, in that position already.
no.
So once you start executing, you get your confidence. Like this is made for me.
But you see, that's the thing. With you, it's that with you, it stems from the negative. With I'll die trying, or Linda, this thing I'm gonna do it either way. I'm gonna include. You see, it's from the negative per se. For me, it's I'm doing it. I believe I can do it.
Remember that song we have? It's like 1,000 miles bare feet, ain't no
Yeah,
walk in my shoes.
yeah.
I hustle all day. I got something to prove.
Prove, yeah.
I'll die with the victory before I live with the lose.
Mhm.
I meant every word. It's like
Exactly, exactly. But that's the thing. I'm like the
oh,
only
oh,
change.
okay, for me, it's like to put everything out there, give as much as I can. So when I die, I have no regrets. Because there's nothing worse than a regret-filled coffin. Imagine they're reading out, God is reading out your things in life. Like, oh, you regretted to do this. You were too afraid to do this.
Mhm.
So imagine, Joe Rogan said, like, imagine your life as a movie and then you're watching it back. How would you feel? Because there's this other old movie I remember watching. That's where I got the idea from, like SABC2.
Okay.
It's like, I think it's called Afterlife,
Afterlife.
where this guy passes
Oh,
away
yeah.
and now he's going to court to defend himself.
Himself,
Whether exactly, and now it's like they're playing his life back.
Yeah.
That's where I got the idea from. Like, oh,
Oh.
so if I die and someone plays my life back, will I have regrets? Will I have no regrets?
Okay.
So I made that choice. Then it's like, nah, I won't have a regretful coffin. I'll live out everything and put it there. If I failed, I failed. So what?
But let me ask you something.
Okay.
Eh? See, I get the thing, but what I wanna get, because you're saying all the things, but is it from pure motivation and I can like I'll do it even if it's hard, and I'll prove myself right, prove everyone wrong, or does it have a sense of I believe in myself that I can do it? Like I have a belief that what I'm doing is like, am I making sense? I don't know if you understand the question. Because for me, it's like I do it because I believe in myself. I'm like I believe I can do it. There's no fear or thinking of I'm not gonna make it, but it's like I know I'm gonna make it regardless of what challenges I face through. I'm cognizant that it's not gonna be easy.
Oh,
You get me?
okay.
But there's no fear of
I get what you're saying. Like that belief in yourself is that.
yeah. For me, that's
Is
the
it where it
thing.
stems from? Or
Yeah, where it stems from. Yeah,
no. Okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah.
I think is to say I didn't come this far just to say I've come this far.
Okay.
You see,
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. I think because there's no motivation anymore.
Yeah.
There's no videos where
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Yeah.
there's this. I remember this client is like, it's like a very old one.
Yeah.
And he was so in shape, like 50 something, but he looked good for his age. I was like, yo, what's your secret to discipline? And this guy was like, the lion is always chasing me.
Okay.
So I like, what do you mean the lion is always chasing me?
Yeah.
He's like, if you wake up with this mentality that the lion is always chasing me, you have no excuse to procrastinate, to be lazy. There's something that's going to kill you there,
Kill you.
something that's coming to destroy you.
Ooh.
Would you stop?
Nah.
If you see someone is chasing you
Yeah.
or a lion is coming to eat you, would you stop? Take
Yeah.
me. So that guy was like, I refuse to be eaten by the lion. The lion can be anything.
Yeah.
Your bills, your responsibilities, everything.
Everything. Yeah.
But so as long as you don't stop, the
He will
lion
never catch
will
up to you.
never catch up to you.
Mm.
So that's how I could put it to sum this thing up. It's like, no, I refuse to be eaten by a lion. The lion can be your fears.
Yeah.
The lion is anything you wish it to be.
Yeah, now I get the fears part. Basically, it stems okay.
Exactly. So I refuse to be, because he said it better than me. I refuse to be eaten by a lion.
I think only now it switches on. I think maybe that's why I have a sense of procrastination, maybe in a sense, because I don't have that fear, but it's just I'm doing it out of I believe in myself.
Okay.
You get me? So
because what happens when you stop believing in yourself? Because everyone has those days where I'm not good enough.
Exactly. That's when I procrastinate.
You see?
Yeah.
So okay, you see where we different there.
That's what I'm saying. Now I understand. I'm like,
Okay, yeah,
if I put on that mentality, I know even if I don't believe in myself, I know there's a lion chasing me. And
exactly. You see, when the lion is there, it's like, hey, I wish I could have like a life where people are relaxed, out drinking every weekend.
Yeah.
I wish I could go out all the time. Like, hey, I have a lion chasing me.
Yeah.
Like you're working all day, like, hey,
there's a lion chasing me.
There's a lion chasing me.
Ooh.
Should I be eaten?
Yeah.
Then succumb like everyone, because everyone has succumbed to this. Okay, accepted their fate.
Yeah. I think I need to include that mentality now, because I now I understand. When I don't believe in myself, those days I do nothing.
So that is something I always had. I just couldn't articulate it. Okay. When that guy said it really resonated with me, like, oh, this is what I have. This is how I actually want it. The lion is actually chasing.
Ooh, yeah.
So you see, and he told me the lion could be anything. It's like, nah, and I refuse to be eaten.
Ooh.
And the guy is like 50 something years old and he looked good. Like, hey. And that dialogue, like, oh.
I mean, it's so easy to make an excuse.
It's so easy, but imagine if there's a lion chasing you now.
You're not gonna stop.
You're not gonna stop. I can't stop. It's like, hey.
Oh.
So that was a switch in mindset. Like,
literally, I just said a switch in mindset right now.
Exactly. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Damn.
Because life is a marathon, man.
It is.
That's what I can say. It's like, hey.
Yeah. It is a marathon.
And sometimes, because another thing people must realize is, like, everyone's time is different.
Yeah.
So your time might come a year from now.
Yeah.
Or my time might come a month from now.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong or there's a problem with me. Just your time. Just stay in your race. Do the things you know you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And just keep on going forward.
But I had this thing. This was my first question. I forgot about it. When you say that, I have this thing. It's like, it's a quote. I don't know if you were saying it or someone else. Wouldn't it be sad if, or it's not, it wouldn't be sad. It's like some people work hard. I'm paraphrasing. I can't say it properly. It's like you work hard your whole life and you don't make it, and no one will see that you worked hard. So I'm paraphrasing it. I forgot how it goes precisely, but it's a thing of no one will ever see that you tried your best if you do not make it.
That's true. But the thing is, are you doing this for applause? Yeah, I have no one to prove to.
Yeah.
Like, the only person, like, who's my competition is the guy in the mirror.
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson also says something like, compare yourself to who you were yesterday and not who someone else is today.
Yeah. Yeah.
From there, I've learned, it's like, yo, we're going.
We're going, yeah.
We're dying with the victory. It doesn't, for me, it's no longer about, hey, whether I achieved my goals. Because I remember I had this small book where I've written all my goals down. Then I had a look. Remember I showed you also where I scratched out, I achieved everything I said.
Yeah, everything.
But I didn't get my fulfillment from achieving those goals. It was in the process, knowing, like,
It's
I
like,
said I'll do this. I can.
it's
No
like
people.
you said you were going to be happy.
Exactly. I thought I'll be happy once
Yeah.
I've achieved, because I remember writing, "Hey, I want to buy my mother a house. I want to do
Yeah.
this." None of those things made me happy.
You did all that and you're still the same.
I wasn't, because I also never had that moment where, oh, I can stop and reflect.
You see, but that goes back to, you see, the first thing.
Yeah. So it came back to the thing of, I found happiness knowing, oh shit, I don't know how I'll do this, but it created that excitement for me that, okay, I don't know what I'm doing here.
It's all in the
It's,
journey.
it's all in the, everything is in the journey. I found that's where I realized,
Yeah.
only in hindsight, I realized that's where my happiness was.
In the journey.
In like the journey. It's like the journey itself. Like, hey, the goal is nice. If I achieve, okay, good.
Yeah.
Next to a new goal. But the journey itself is like crazy. The
Okay.
experiences, like the betrayal, like everything you learn in the journey.
But how do you enjoy the journey? You see, one thing I'm struggling with is enjoying the journey. I just go through it because I have to, but I know there's no destination, because I realize everything. I'm like, okay, like example, I'm like, I'm gonna buy a new camera. Bought it. It was like, okay, I want to buy this.
No, it depends on what you want to do, you see. Because the skills you learn.
Yeah, but I feel like I have this thing where I'm like, when I'm here in life, I'm not gonna be happy, but I'll be like, whew.
The most important thing, I don't know who
Okay.
said, is like, it's not about getting the millionaire, it's about becoming a millionaire.
Yeah.
So you first have to become that person. So it's more of, the journey is more of becoming.
Okay. Becoming the person you wanna become.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like staring at the abyss. It's like staring at the abyss long enough.
Yeah.
The abyss starts to stare back.
Yeah.
Then you realize, when you look long enough, you
Yeah.
realize the person inside the abyss is who you were meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's only once you go through all the
All the
trials and
trials.
tribulations, then
Yeah.
you realize you become that person who you're scared to become in the abyss.
Mm.
Because sometimes it's just about becoming. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
In the journey, I'm learning to say no. It's about, oh, I didn't know I could do this.
Yeah.
Now I'm able to say no confidently and look
Yeah.
you straight in the face.
Like no.
Like, no, I can say no to you smiling. Like, hey,
Yeah. No.
no. Like,
I still can't say no straightforward, but I'll
nah.
let you know that I'm saying no.
Okay. I've gotten to a point where I'll say no and I don't like justifying myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn.
So I try to keep things brief. No, like, fast forward,
Yeah,
no.
no.
Because I see sometimes I'll try to explain, like, why am I explaining
Yeah.
myself? It's not like I'm afraid of this person. Like,
Yeah.
no. I'm okay with whatever outcome happens.
When you say no to them.
Yeah, or whatever I say, yeah.
Okay.
So the journey is more of
Yeah.
becoming.
Okay, last one. Because you do not have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Yeah.
You do not have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. It's like the start is always ugly.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. It's messy.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I said this, like, when starting up, whenever we wanted to open a business, we were opening this agency.
Yeah.
We wanted to have these fancy offices. Hey, we were dreaming big. We had no money at the time. Like, no, we can't do this because we need an office space to rent out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get a loan for this. Like, hey. But
do you think? Don't you miss the dreamer you were in the beginning? Like genuine, like I feel like I missed the dreamer I was, and like the way I was naive. I missed that feeling of I'm just dreaming. Because now I'm in the process, and obviously it's ugly. You realize it's ugly, but obviously you have to learn the beauty of it within the journey. But the way was looking back at it.
okay, I think
Yeah.
with the dreamer I was back then,
Yeah.
the light at the end of the tunnel was just an oncoming train. That's what I realized.
Okay.
So the guy I was back then
Yeah.
is like an oncoming train. Because imagine if everything went right.
Yeah.
I leased up an office space and everything,
Yeah.
but I don't have enough cash flows. So I would have been so much debt. I got what I wanted, but now it's time for the business.
Time for business to run.
Yeah, I would have gotten all the office, all the fancy things that comes with running a business.
Yeah.
But then there's no revenue coming in.
Yeah.
So the light at the end of the tunnel would have been a train,
Yeah.
and that would have smashed me into pieces.
Yeah.
So being a realist is like, okay,
Yeah.
here's the dream.
Yeah.
We know where the dream is. We
Yeah.
forget about the dream. Now
Yeah.
let's build the roadmap. You focus more on building the road now.
Roadmap, yeah.
So it's more of the road. How do we get there?
How do you get? Yeah. Not about. It's not
It's
about.
not like, hey, we're flying there.
Yeah. It's about how can I create a path to get there, man.
Exactly. Now it's creating a path.
Yeah.
Because the dreamers we would have been wrecked. Like,
true. But I'm just saying the
like
feeling.
that light. Okay, the feeling was nice, but that light was an oncoming train.
Yeah, it was.
Boom.
It was.
Case closed.
Yeah.
So I think that that's it. What's your take home?
Do I have a take home?
What's your take home?
I don't think I have a take home. Let me see. Let me see. Take home.
Yeah. Also, there's this other quote by I'm busy reading Vincent van Gogh letters to his brothers. It's like, learn to admire. Most people don't admire at all.
Yeah.
And it's
learn
like,
to admire.
Yeah, learn to admire. Just appreciate the things. Like, just look, just notice. Everybody's looking, but nobody's noticing.
Yeah.
You can see everything around you, but you're not noticing.
You mean like being present?
Yeah, just try to notice while you're in that journey.
Yeah.
Just don't be so caught up in just looking at the destination. Just be present and just notice and admire. That's a beautiful line I got from Wizdem and Dokotela.
I don't have a take home, but I'll just say this: like, be grateful of all the trials and tribulations, because they are the ones that shape you into becoming the person you want to be. And I feel like most people want to look at the good to progress, but actually it is the trials and tribulations that get you to where you want to be. So I think that's...
Yes, pressure will always make diamond.
Yeah.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. 4 for
founders,
for creators,
and for innovators.
Till next time. We are.
This was a long one.
This was a long one.
How long? Let me see.
That was
not that long, actually.
As we post